Story time. Scott Reviews, welcome back. Hey, it is story time today. We're going to talk about camera stuff, what I got going on, what I have coming up in the future, my thoughts and ideas, and where I am. Thanks guys for subscribing. Thanks for sticking around. If you haven't done so already, down below, hit the button, become a member of the club. It's free today only. All right. Well, I have the Pocket 3 over here. I have the new camera I got. I'll tell you about it in a second. And I have an Action 4 I haven't started yet over here. We'll get into that a little bit to kind of play. Sorry. All right. So why am I making this video? What's it about? It's about the cameras I'm using right now, what I got rid of, what the plans for the future, and the reasons why you want to stick around. So I sold my ZV-E1. Put it on Facebook Marketplace for a while. I've never done this before. I actually traded for something. Normally I never trade. But this person hit me up. They were local. They had another YouTube channel. I'll link it down below if you want to check them out. His stuff looks very sharp for coming out the gates. So let me show you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big time, right? G Master, my first G Master lens. 16 to 35, 2.8, version 2. Expensive lens. So he hit me up and said, hey, will you be interested in a trade? I'm actually buying a ZV-E1 right now that I would prefer to buy yours because it's cheaper and I could trade you for this lens here. Let me look into it first. Let me do some research on this lens, see what it costs to be used. So I was estimating from the prices of ZV-E1 to this used, we're about $100 in my benefit. I think that's about right, give or take the day. Lenses hold their value a lot longer than bodies. That's obviously true. That's easily understandable, right? Because bodies change a lot, lenses hardly ever change. This for 6 years, they went with the first version, and they finally came out with the second version. How many versions of a camera do they have for 6 years? Maybe 2 or 3. So it's almost like kind of investing money. And I never would have bought this myself on my own. I said, I'm interested, let's do it. So we met up, and also I had a cage from Small Rig that I didn't know if he wanted to purchase too, but he said, hey, you want to trade for this, which is about $120 brand new filter from BW, a German company. They make fantastic lenses. So we met up at a Starbucks. It all worked out great, exchanged information. And now I have this wonderful lens on my Christmas present that I got. If you don't know, I had the A7 IV and I sold it on Marketplace also for about $2,000. And then I picked up the A7R5 off of B&H. But I have a camera itch, I have a gas problem, no doubt. If you're watching this channel, you probably have the same thing because you're looking at gear, and that's the kind of thing we do, right? So what am I thinking? I would like possibly another studio camera, maybe like a ZV-1 style of thing to put over top, a ZV-1F. I thought about, I had that before. I really didn't like it, but maybe just as a studio camera, it would work out. So I did a ton of looking into that one, and I'm thinking probably no because of the autofocus. So I looked at the ZV-1 Mark II, which I have not used yet, and I know there is back and forth with that. People aren't happy with not having 10-bit, only 8-bit. But I've seen some good used prices out there for that one. I'm looking at right now for Best Buy, it's around $629, $628 used for that one. So that might be a fun one to try out, and then probably put it up against the Pocket 3. I know a lot of folks have done that already. The Pocket 3 is an incredible camera. It tends to win out when you compare those two together. I do have something coming in today, pretty exciting. Now, if you're here for speakers, I got something for you. Hold on. All right. Oh, I'm here. All right, this came in the mail. I did pay this for myself, but I'm gonna get reimbursed for it because there is a, hold on, let me just get it out. This is gonna be loud. Oh my God, I need to stand up. JBL Extreme 3. Gonna test it out. We'll give it a good whirl. I'm gonna test against the X600 I just got. I do like that speaker a lot. That thing sounds really nice. This might be too boomy and bassy for my music taste, but we'll give it a try. The reason why I got this speaker is because I do have a company that has hit me up to test out one of their newer speakers that hasn't hit the market yet. So thank you for subscribing to the channel. By the way, I reached 10,000 subscribers, so I am pretty jacked on that. Thank you for subscribing, keeping this channel going. And I have another video I'm putting out about my story and where I came from and who I am and all the jobs I had before this. I was in law enforcement, all that kind of stuff. So that video is coming out a little bit down the road. Those personal videos are hard to make because it's like, do I tell too much? Do I don't tell enough? All that stuff. All right, let me open this up while you're here just to see what it looks like. So the company hit me up and asked that if I would review one of their newer speakers against the JBL Extreme. And I'm like, well, sure, but I don't have the Extreme. And then they said, well, just go ahead and buy it and we'll reimburse you for it. How do you do? Big time 10,000 subscriber. Yes, sir. It's packaged so nicely in here. It's a big boy. This is a big one. That's what she said. I'm gonna leave all the, well, I'll get it out here in a second if you want to know what's in it. Ooh, she's pretty. So my channel a long time ago started with a speaker reviews. And I won't go into all the history, but I had one video in particular that kind of, for me, went viral, which has 635,000 views, which is most I've ever had. That kind of started the ball rolling, and then here we are today. So I'm kind of going back to speakers a little bit because that seems to be my bread and butter, but let's talk about the JBL. I have no idea what this sounds like, but we're gonna turn it on. It wants to pair. Epidemic sound, and we'll play some stuff so it'll get copyrighted. We will definitely get into this speaker. It's a bass beast, I can tell you that from just hearing a little bit of it. I'll put that over here, out of your way. We'll stop this. What do you think of this Action 4? I am impressed, even for a studio like B camera, getting shots of stuff like this with decent lighting. It really has good focus. Versus like the Ace Pro, which I couldn't really do this with. So you have the Pocket 3 over here. This is that camera setup, just to show what it looks like. It is a beautiful lens, and I hope to use it just more than just studio stuff. That's where I am with my channel right now. Speakers and cameras is kind of my thing, so if you're out there and you want me to test some of this stuff, just reach me in the email below. If you're a company reaching out, I would love to help test your gear. Put out a poll recently asking if I should try the ZV-1F, the Go 3, Insta360 Go 3, or Save My Money. And so far, Save My Money is winning, which is good, but it's boring. I'm not gonna do the ZV-1F. I think that's a no-go. The Insta360 Go 3 is one that I probably should give maybe another chance. I was really kind of harsh on it off the gate because I expected more and I got a lot less than I thought. But if you play with the footage, sometimes it looks okay. I do like how it's so small, and I do like how it's black. But it's the image quality at the end, which I'm not 200% sure on. So what do you guys think of me selling the ZV-E1? Was that dumb? The camera is awesome, right? I can't justify having two expensive full-frame cameras in my current status. If I had 100,000 subscribers and I was flowing in money and then getting a sponsorship, and then yeah, we'd bump it up a little bit to have a two full-frame setup. But I don't really need it. I need one good camera and then maybe some side shots like with the Pocket 3 like I was doing with this video. Maybe the Action 4 for a top-down shot. I can even use my iPhone, because the iPhone in my last video did great. So I don't need all that. So let's dump it and use that money elsewhere. Cops are coming for me. Let's go. The woods. Deep woods. You know where you're going, Lynn? Look at the lake. Beautiful. This is like cinematic. What are you doing in here? It doesn't get much better than this.